He has said, and I'm quoting, "Our armed forces launched the operation in response to the horrific terrorist attack in Pahalgam. Everybody knows what befell on those terrorists. We could have done much more. But our forces, demonstrating both courage and patience, only did this, and they did what was necessary." Listen in.
अभी कुछ ही महीने पहले हमने देखा जब पहलगाम के दुर्दांत आतंकी हमले का जवाब देते हुए हमारी आर्म फोर्सेस ने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को प्रभावी तरीके से अंजाम दिया, तो आतंकियों का क्या हश्र किया ये दुनिया जानती है। वैसे करने को तो हम बहुत कुछ कर सकते थे, लेकिन हमारी सेनाओं ने पराक्रम के साथ साथ धैर्य का भी परिचय देते हुए उतना ही किया जितना की आवश्यक था।
My colleague Akash Sharma is now with us on the broadcast. Akash, help us understand this statement by the Raksha Mantri, Shri Rajnath Singh. The fact that it's not just a reassuring statement for our countrymen, it's also an answer to Pakistan. But the context of him having said this now, where was he speaking at?
Right. So, Griha, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh was basically inaugurating 125 projects of Border Road Organization, where a number of bridges, tunnels, and several other roads have been constructed by Border Road Organization. And Raksha Mantri was somewhere highlighting that how communication is very much important, in any sort of, journey for the sort of development that government wants to pursue. And right now, he was in fact mentioning that how during Operation Sindoor, in fact, when it is about armed forces, so communication was crucial and important because at that point in time, even corps commanders were very much in touch with, the regional commanders through indigenous apps and every other thing else. But this particular statement is an answer to, the question that many, have asked after Operation Sindoor, that why did we stop and why we did not go to cede the land from Pakistan. And when this is when Rajnath Singh replied that when our armed forces responded to brutal Pahalgam terror attack, there was a lot that we could have done, but there was a reason why it was not done, and armed forces somewhere exercised restraint along with the courage and acted only as was necessary, because this was the time when armed forces were there to avenge the Pahalgam terror attack. They wanted to strike on terror camps only, and that's the reason why in the initial day of action, they, in fact, targeted the terror camps. And then when Pakistan tried to retaliate, they replied
Absolutely, Akash, because the DGMO level conference, the press conference that also happened, the DGMOs did make a mention on how India acted with restraint. Thank you so much for breaking down that statement by the Defence Minister. We have a special guest who's joining us on the broadcast. Major General Shashi Asthana, defence expert, is with us. Major General Asthana, this statement that is once again being made by the Defence Minister, clearly saying a lot could have been done by India, but India and the armed forces exercised with a lot of restraint.
This statement has got two components. One is the component what we did in Pakistan. If you recall, when the operations were done, even the timings were so selected that there are no civilian casualties. The areas were so selected that the collateral damages are minimum. The targets were so selected that we address only the terror camps and nothing else. And that is why we had said that response is non-military, non-escalatory, and we did not intend to take it further. So at the same time, when Pakistan responded by military action, then obviously we responded by military action. Once again, no civilian targets, no civilian casualties, pinpoint exactly what we did. The targets chosen and engaged were the military targets to minimizing collateral damage. The second component is the operations after Op Sindoor. If you see, if you recall the way we carried out major operations in Kashmir, these are the combing operations. There also the collateral damages were minimum in a manner that minimum inconvenience was caused The operations were done in a manner very professionally, unlike the way Pakistanis do that.
Absolutely.
They use artillery, they
Major General
use a
Asani,
lot
and
of other
that
things.
also speaks volumes about the precision strikes and the might of the defense forces, the Indian defense forces, and which is what the defense ministers also highlighted. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. We wrap it at that. We're going into a very, very short break here on CNN News 18.